Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my recommendations and things that I personally plan on picking up from the upcoming Sephora Spring Sale. It is among us. It's like a week away. I'm here for it. I'm excited, and I have a list of products here for you guys. I tried to narrow it down a little bit, but we all know that I get a little bit carried away, and I have a lot. I have a lot to show you guys. So let's strap in and get into this. First, let me tell you what the dates are. For Rouge members, you get 20% off, and it's April 26th. Yeah, coming up real soon through May 6th. For VIB members, you are getting 15% off, and it starts May 2nd through May 6th. And then for the Beauty Insiders, you guys are getting 10% off, and it starts May 2nd through May 6th as well. If you are Rouge, you are going to get access to the sale ahead of time. So let me go ahead and start off with, I don't know, maybe we're going to start off with foundations. Why not? These three foundations I have been wearing the most recently, and I absolutely love all three of them. Let's talk about what I have on my face right now. I can't believe how much I love this. I might go ahead and pick up another one because I think I'm going to go through it really quickly, but then again, I feel like I might want to wait because I think my shade might change. But what we're talking about is the Tarte Face Tape Foundation. This is so good, especially if you're oily or combo. It is beautiful and it lasts so well. I recently did a video with this foundation up against the Double Wear, and let me tell you, this holds its own. It stays in place, and I cannot wait to really test this out during the summer because I have a feeling that this might actually be my new go-to. I've been wearing it so much recently. We're starting to get a little warmer here. I've got a tank top on. This is amazing. Oh, really, it's a bodysuit, but whatever. It's sleeveless. This foundation stays put, and it looks really nice on the skin. I don't find it settling into lines or really making me look dry or anything like that. I just think this is perfect. The shade that I am currently in is light neutral, which is 22N. The next ones are two of these satin type of finishes. So if I don't want a completely matte finish, more skin-like, these are the ones that I go for. And you guys know I've already gone through an entire bottle of this. This is the Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. I wear the shade Cashew, and I am already halfway through this one. I don't think you're going to be able to tell, but I'm all the way down to here already on this one. This foundation, as well as the Smith & Colt Veiled Threat Weightless Micro Blurring Foundation, are wonderful foundations. Both of these last on my skin so nicely. They just look more skin-like, but they have coverage to them without it being too much. They never look cakey. They last throughout the day, and again, they have that satin kind of finish. So even if you are dry, you can wear both of these. I just think that these are amazing foundations. So those are the three foundations I would suggest for the sale. Now, there's only one concealer. Just one. The Giorgio Armani Power Fabric. This has won me over. In case you're wondering, I am in the shade 5, and I think I will be able to wear this throughout the summer because it really matches my foundation right now. It might be slightly darker, but then when I bake, everything lightens up. But anyway, this concealer is for everyone. It's not going to make you oily. It is not going to be crepey underneath your eyes. It's not heavy, but then it doesn't have that thin type of texture where it can kind of accentuate any kind of crepiness or anything. This is like one of the best foundations, one of the best concealers I've ever tried in my entire life. If you have yet to try this out, this is the perfect time to get a discount, fall in love, and yeah, you'll feel me. As soon as you try this, you will fall in love. I have yet to see anybody say to me, I hate that concealer. Like, it's good. It's so good. Powder wise, now I do have other powders that I'm going to mention, but I'm basically going to do all my recommendations first, and then I'm going to tell you guys what I'm picking up last. So there are more powders, but this is the one that I'm going to talk about right now. I don't need to pick one up. I still have quite a bit. This is from Fenty Beauty, and this is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Lavender. They also have like a banana shade for deeper skin tones, but this lavender shade, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I don't like to bake with this because I definitely prefer my Huda Beauty powder, but this powder, when I am completely finished, I like to take it to the center of my face. It can help blur your pores, it blurs any fine lines, and it brightens your skin like nobody's business. It is this really soft lavender shade. You're not gonna be able to wear this if I feel like NC 30 maybe to the max. Yeah, that could be iffy. You might be right on the line, NC 30. They have, like I said, other brightening shades, but if you are fairer or light skin tone, this lavender powder is just absolutely stunning, and it just brings a radiance to your face that is matte but beautiful. It doesn't dry you out or anything like that. That's why I have so much of it left, because I use just a tiny little bit and it goes a long way. I am going to stick with Fenty Beauty right now, and I'm going to start off with the bronzers. These bronzers are life, you guys. I cannot. I am so obsessed with these. I wish I could recommend the NATASHA DENONA Sculpting Powder, but it's still not on the Sephora website, and I haven't figured out what's going on with, like, did I get the new form? Yeah, whatever. That's a whole story. But the only ones that I want to suggest for the VIB sale are the new ones from Fenty Beauty, and these are the Sun Stalker bronzers. For my particular skin tone, which is right now an NC 20, I have two shades that I love. I have Shady Biz, and this is what I have on right now. So this is a little bit more on the golden side. Beautiful. It's silky. It doesn't grab on anything. It blends out beautifully. I've really been enjoying these. And then this one's my personal favorite right now, which is In the Sun. And this is a little bit more on that neutral cool tone. Like, it's not too cool, but it's not really warm. It's just perfection. So as you can see, the FB is completely gone on this one, whereas I've used this one just a few times. This one's my favorite, but I love them both. I think I'm going to end up using Shady Biz a little bit more into the summer, because I think this is still going to work for me in the summer months. And then this is one of the new Killawatt Freestyle highlighting duos. This is Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. On tan to slightly deeper skin tones. Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. When I watched Kelsey apply this to her skin, I was like, oh my God, that looks amazing on her, but it still works for me as well. I love this for the eyes as well as the face. On my face, I like to bronze up my skin, and then I will take a little bit of the shade over here, which is, I think this is Afternoon Snack, and I like to add just a little bit to it to make a nice glow. And then this shade right here, it's a little too dark for me now, but then in the summertime is going to be great. But I absolutely love her freestyle highlighters in general. I feel like you can pick up any of her duos and you are going to love them, but I just have to mention this one because it is new and it's beautiful. The blush category was a little bit difficult. I don't have much to talk about there, only because the things that I have been loving aren't at Sephora other than this right here. This is the Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. This is stunning, and it literally works on everybody. You just have to be careful with it if you are lighter skin tone, and you can go ham with it if you are deeper skin tone. You have two cream products up top and then two powder products down below. These work really well on the eyes as well. I'm telling you guys, this palette is one of my absolute favorites. I have to be careful when I wear this on camera because the very first time I put this on, lighting wasn't bright. I didn't have a lot of natural lighting behind me, and things just didn't look like they really did in real life. So I don't know if you guys could just hear that, but that was a really big gust of wind. Anyway, so I don't wear this on camera a lot because I'm scared I'm going to have one of those off days again. But you guys, I love this palette. It seems like it's difficult to use, but I'm telling you, once you get the hang of it, it's really simple. It's absolutely stunning. Ooh, I almost forgot this little guy right here. So I, you know, whenever I have talked about this in the past, with all the surgeries I've had, sometimes I get surgery brain and I start buying things. I'm like, oh, I need another one of those. I need another one of those. Like, I did the same thing this time with my gallbladder surgery, and I bought another one of these because I was on the site. I was like, you know what? I don't want to run out of cookies, so I'm going to get another one of these palettes. So I do have a backup of this. This is the CHEEKLEADERS Mini Bronze Squad. Now this has been in and out of stock on Sephora, so there is another palette, the larger palette, that has both cookie and hula in there, but I love the mini. So if you can get the mini, get the mini. And then there's another color as well that has a pink shade, but cookie is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. This is so stinking pretty. I love this palette too because it's perfect. I love hula, I love cookie, and then I really love this blush on me. It is so pretty. So hopefully this comes back into stock, but if it doesn't, you do have the option of getting one of the larger palettes. I'll try to remember to insert a picture, and those are a little bit more expensive. I like how small these are, but if you want the shades, you can still get them. Okay, let's dive into eyes. You guys know this is like one of my favorite things to talk about. I love eyeshadows. I love sparkly things in my eyes. They just get me. So there's a few palettes here. The first one I want to mention is this one right here from Marc Jacobs. This is the Stiletto palette. If you've been looking for a beautiful, cool toned palette, this is stunning. It is such great quality. I have a review with this. I'm always touching this shade right here because I always feel like I have to show you guys. I get a lot of questions to ask about this versus the VISEART Liaison. I definitely love the Liaison palette. This one is not as purple as the Liaison. So if you were curious about that, this is definitely just a little bit more cool toned, more brown, and you have that one purpley gray shade in there, and then this is a color that's nothing like it. So if you have the Liaison palette and you're wondering about this, they're not the same at all. So, woo! You know I'm always throwing something in my videos. Speaking of VISEART, these palettes right here. This one matches me, so we'll talk about this one first. This is such a great product if you want to add some color to your collection without too much, you know, just a little too much. So this is the Pro Petite in Soleil. The colors in here are so stinking pretty, and you can do something that's a little bit softer in this area, and then you can go bright and ham with it as well. I just think that this is so pretty, and all of the shades have great payoff. They all work well, and they come in this tiny little thing, and it's just adorable, as well as this one. So if you don't want that much color, but you want something kind of peachy, kind of springy, this is it right here. This one. Oh, this is the Apricotine. I'm not sure. I think it's pronounced that way, but forgive me if I am wrong. So obviously peach tones are warm tones, but they're not the typical warm tones that you see all the time, which are more orangey, kind of red, yellows, and stuff like that. These are warm but peachy toned, and you can definitely add a little bit of these browns in there to make it a little bit more of a neutral peachy, and it's just so good. Absolutely so good. One of my favorite palettes that I have, and I'm definitely going to be reaching for this a lot during the summer. Now, if you want to go full on, all the color, you're ready for spring, you want to have all the color on your eyes, and you want to have good quality, Anastasia Riviera palette. I have tried this. I've done several different looks with this palette. There is not a dud in here, and I just absolutely love it. You've got all your metallics up top with the exception of this shade right here, and then all your mattes down below. This one right here is a matte, and then the rest of these. And you can create several different looks. You can do yellows, you can do blues, you can do pinks and purples. You can mix them all up. I think this is one of the best palettes Anastasia Beverly Hills has ever done, and I highly recommend it. Now, if you want to do some color, but you don't want it to be out of the natural kind of realm, you want natural tones, but colors, this is where it is at. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Icon palette, and these were made to go in rows or columns, so you can have a look with each column, but I like to mix things up. This palette is so beautiful, but I have to tell you, because I'm going to recommend another Charlotte Tilbury palette. This palette I think is $65, and her regular palettes are $53, I believe. And it did not even dawn on me. It just, I don't know why it didn't, but this is already an amazing deal, an amazing formula, and amazing colors, especially if you don't want to go that far out of the box. These are just so pretty. But $65 for quality and Charlotte Tilbury, and then you're going to get your discount on top. Do it. Just do it. And now the next one is not currently in stock, but I'm hoping that by the time the sale comes, or you know, if it's true to Sephora, it'll be the day after the sale ends, the Pillow Talk palette. So everyone was over the moon about this, and then a lot of people were really ticked off because they couldn't get their hands on it. And Charlotte was like, oh, it's limited edition. And then I kept trying to tell people, like, no, dude, like, it's not going to be, because it was at the end of my Nordstrom career when I had, you know, some info. Nobody wanted to listen to me. But this palette right here is everything. It is everything to me. It is one of this and Aspen Ovard from Tarte. These two palettes, they go with me everywhere. I love this palette so much, and if it comes back in stock on Sephora, because this is $53, it would be nice to get that discount, but I truly hope that they put it back out. But I love this palette so much. And then sticking with the natural theme, this guy right here I have used quite a bit. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is pretty dirty. And this is the NATASHA Denona. Oh, I'm getting tired. I'm getting winded. NATASHA Denona Nude, Mini Nude palette. Spit it out. This is like one of the only, I think it is the only mini palette that is like her normal formula. There's been other palettes that have one or two shades in there that I like, but this, everything works well. I love this palette, and it's so easy to take this on the go. You just have to be careful because this shade right here is a little soft, so you don't want to be throwing it around or anything. But if you want to go for one of the big boys, I can't believe how much I've been using this. You guys have been seeing this in the description box all the time. Even for super simple looks, I have been grabbing for this, and she killed it. She hurt my feelings really badly with the Safari palette, but she made up for it with this. This is the Biba. I almost called it barbecue. I literally just had to look and not call it the barbecue palette. These are all natural tones, but with a slight little shift to them. They just have the slightest little difference. Like, I love this shade down here, Tusk, because it almost has a yellow, but like wearable, some kind of yellow base to it that just is gorgeous. I've been loving using this shade and then mixing it with some of these. This palette is so good. And then even the cool tones in here, because that was one of the biggest issues I had with the Safari, was the cool tones did not work. These work. And then there's some shades in here that are so skin-like. You use them on an unset eye and it just looks like your skin, but with color. They're beautiful. I highly recommend this because I have to tell you, I've been using this a lot. And then I had bought another palette. I think I told you, I don't know what I have on the back of this. I bought this palette and then I got a 20% off. So I was like, okay, well, Sephora here will take something back if it hasn't been used, and it just goes back into, you know, the stock, whatever. You can resell it if it hasn't been used. So I was going to take that one back that I paid full price for, and then keep the one that I did the 20% off. I like this palette so much that I kept the one that I paid full price for. So if that tells you anything. Two more things for the eyes, but they are not palettes. These are cream shadows, and it's been a little bit since I have talked about these, but I want to remind you guys about them because these are beautiful. So the first one is from Marc Jacobs, and I just I just looked, it's in stock. So as of right now, this is in stock, and this is the Sequins Glam Glitter Eyeshadow, and the shade is Topaz Flash. I love this color so much. Kelsey got this one for me for my birthday, and this is what it looks like, but this is it right here. It is stunning. It has the most beautiful shift on the eyes. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I've had this for almost a year now, and it has not dried out. So that is good news. It does have this little topping. It says, do not discard, but I remember seeing this on Kelsey, and I was like, what's on your eyes? I have to have that, and she got it for me for my birthday. And then the other one was something that I said, I'm not gonna get, I don't need any more cream shadows, blah, blah, blah. But then I think I saw Samantha Ravindal wearing it, and I was like, it's over now, I've got it. So this is the Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Smoke from Hourglass. And again, it has one of those little doohickeys. These are stunning as well. And I've had this one as well around that year mark, and it still is not dried out. This one is not as, I would say the Marc Jacobs one is just like a little bit more chunky, but these are smooth and just oh, they're so beautiful. I'm thinking about picking up another one of these during the sale. I just don't know which color yet. I have several. Not gonna lie, I have several of these, but this is my favorite one, so that's the one I want to recommend. Now let's move on to lips. So I have two glosses here. Both of them are from Pat McGrath. I love these glosses. I don't know why I didn't get them when they first came out. I waited for like the second round when they introduced new shades. And you guys told me, check out the glosses, check out the glosses. And I finally did it when they brought out this one because I really wanted a pink gloss. It was like nobody had a pink gloss that actually had a little bit of pink to it. So this is the Prima Donna. This one's my favorite. This is the one that I use the most. So I'm going to show you right here. So you actually get a little bit of pink, which I love because if I want a pink gloss, I want a pink gloss. And then this one right here, I think everybody loves, but these are my two favorites. This is Flesh Astral. So pretty. So pretty. You can see both of those right there. They are stunning. They stay on the lips really well. They're not too sticky, but they're not like too runny either. They're just beautiful. Now for actual lipsticks. The first one right here is what I'm wearing right now. So it looks more like a gloss, but it is a lipstick. It is from Dior and it's a brand new formula. I have heard that the darker shades can run outside the lines a little bit. I don't know. I haven't tried them. This is the only one that I have, and I absolutely love it. It has been in my favorites. This is Dior Moon, and it's the Dior Addict Stellar Shine. It's number 439. As you can see, I've used this. This is what I have on right now on top of a lip liner, and I just love it so much. This is what it looks like. It gives you just a little bit of color. It stays in place. It's comfortable to wear. It's a little bit thinner than the Dior Addict ones, and I love this shade. This shade on top with a liner, without a liner, everything. I love it, and it's so comfortable. And it's one of those lipsticks that I can put on without needing a mirror. Love that. I literally just had to get on and make sure that this was in stock before I talked about it because I knew it was a limited edition shade and then I forgot to look. But it's in stock. It's limited edition, but it's in stock. So I picked out two spring colors. This is Saffron Fire from Bite Beauty. I love these colors right here. And yeah, the Amuse Bouge formula is one of my favorite formulas. This color is so beautiful. And then I also want to show you this one from Pat McGrath. This is Apricot. This is a little bit more peachy, where this is like it's coral, orange, and red all in one. And then this is Apricot. what is it called? Apricot. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about the VISEART. So this one is definitely more on the coral side, but both of those are just beautiful, and they're not matte, but they have great pigmentation. They last really well. They're just stunning. So great spring colors. And of course, you guys know I have so many nudes that I could talk about, like Tom Ford, All Mine. You know, there's several ones that I wear all the time, but you know, I've talked about them in other Sephora sale videos and favorites videos. I'll try to link some of those down below, some of my other Sephora sale videos, but I want to talk about the BECCA formula. I love these. I have been wearing this one the most. These are the Ultimate Lipstick Love formula from BECCA, and this is the shade Sugar. I love this nude. You guys have seen me wearing this in the description box a lot. It is perfect. It is neutral. It is not too cool, and it's not warm at all. It is absolutely stunning. And then the other one is Yours Truly, which is definitely more on the warm side, but it's just stunning. I love that. This came out with the Chloe and Malika collection. So this one's limited edition. This one is not, but really any of the colors that you want, the formula is beautiful. I do have some skincare, but most of it are things that I want to repurchase and also recommend. This one right here, I do not need to repurchase because I'm still pretty, like, it's going to be a while before I run out of this, but I want to stress that I still love this. It's getting warmer and I'm still loving this moisturizer. It's the TATCHA, the Dewy Skin Cream. Oh, this is so good. I love this, and I've heard several people tell me they are oily, they use a little bit of this and they still love it, because I was a little bit concerned that if you are oily that it wasn't going to work, that it was mainly going to be for normal dry combo skin, but I've had several people tell me that they are oily and they love this as well. A little bit goes a long way. It goes into the skin so nicely. If you're somebody that always needs a moisturizing primer to go with your foundations, I've been able to use this and not even need a moisturizing primer to go for some of my matte foundations. It's just that good. Now, if you have not checked this out yet, why? Why? This is from Glow Recipe, and it is the Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. And as you can see, it's separated right now, and then you shake it up, and it goes like that. Yeah. So anyway, I've already gone through an entire one of these. I will be picking up another one because this is the most perfect ultra fine mist. I can target areas and not get it in other areas. It gives me the perfect glow. I don't look oily. I look hydrated, and this is my favorite spray I have ever used, bar none. Question, no, this is it. This is it right here. And because I'm already this far down, I might just go ahead and buy 2 more because I know I'm going to go through them. Another thing that I need to pick up, and I have talked about all the time, it's like every tutorial you guys hear, and I added Milk Boss liner to the top inner rim, and then if I put anything on the bottom, it's BCC. So these liners from Milk are amazing. They stay in the waterline so well. I have yet to find anything. BCC is the nude liner, and you're not gonna be able to see that in my hand, but this is the one that stays in my waterline the best. I have tried other ones and I've just been let down. You guys have seen me. I tried the Marc Jacobs one. I tried the one from Benefit, and I think I tried another one, but no, these liners are everything. I don't need another BCC because I have a backup, but I will probably pick up 2 or 3 of the one in Boss because I use it every day. Okay, now we're getting into the things that I either need to pick up or I just want to try out, but I obviously recommend all of these because these are things that I love and use all the time. The first one is the TATCHA Violet C Brightening Serum. I love this stuff. I use it every day underneath my makeup. It has a nice watery consistency, so it just goes into the skin so nicely. It doesn't leave a residue or anything like that, and I can be sensitive to vitamin C, and this one does not bother me at all. I still have some in here, but I feel like I'm down here. So perfect timing for me to grab another one of those. And then I'm just going to go ahead and finish off the skincare that I need to grab. I have the TATCHA Essence As you can see, I'm all the way down here for this. I use this on a cotton pad and I just go all over, and I feel like my skin is nice and plumped. It accepts all the skincare that I want to put on top. I really like this essence, and I feel like it is definitely worth the price tag, as well as this right here. I use the deep cleanse, but I have several bottles of the deep cleanse, so I'm good on that one. But if you are looking for a great summertime cleanser that is going to really get everything off, that one's great. But I do double cleanse, so this is my favorite out of all the ones I have tried, including the MAC Tranquil Cleanse Off Oil. That was my ride or die for the longest time, but then this came into play. This is TATCHA Pure One Step Camilla Cleansing Oil. Now, all these things were sent to me initially from TATCHA, but then I have been repurchasing them as I have been running out of them. I can't tell you how many of these I have run out of. The deep cleanse, all the stuff is, yeah, I have no problem repurchasing them because they're so good. Now for two powders that I know that I need to grab, I did not even realize I was this low on my hourglass because I had two open at one time, and both of my powders, without realizing it, are like gone. We're done. So this is the Hourglass Veil Powder. You guys have heard me talk about this. I love this powder. It's radiant without the glitter. Beautiful. I need to pick up one of those. And then I also need to pick up the LUMIERE Translucent Pressed Powder, because as you can see, I have hit pan on her, and I've been using this a lot lately for my makeup, so to set my makeup. So I am definitely going to pick up one of those, and then I need to pick up a backup of my Huda Beauty baking powder. Oh, this is the best stuff in the world, in my opinion, for baking underneath my eyes, my pores. Oh, it keeps them in check. I am telling you, nothing keeps my pores in check powder-wise better than this. And I use the shade Pound Cake. And then I need to purchase another one of these. This is the 24-hour brow setter. I'm not going to go on and on. You guys know how I feel about this. It's the best stuff. It keeps my brows in place, and I don't have any issues all day long. Now, there are some things that I want to try or think, because I think one of them is not at the site. Let me see. Okay, first off, these are available now on Cover FX's site. These are the monochromatic blush and bronzer duos from Cover FX. I want to wait to purchase these to see if they come to Sephora, and if they do, I'm going to purchase them during the sale. I have no idea what colors I'm going to get, but these look so pretty. I will probably pick up at least two of those, so definitely want to try those out. And then Tara Babies here on YouTube, I love her hauls. They get me to buy stuff real easily. So Tara, this is definitely because of you. Kaja, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Kaja, but this is the Moon Crystal Sparkling Eye Pigment. She showed this specific color, and I've told you guys I've been obsessed with like those duochrome, really light purple shades. Love it. And I'm picking this up. So 05 Mystical, you're coming home to me. And then I might pick up some other shades as well, but I am for sure picking up that one. And then that is it, you guys. So let me know down below, what are you guys interested in? If you think I'm missing something and you think that I should try something, please let me know. I definitely like to do some research and figure out some extra things that, you know, maybe I need to try. And I will see you guys in my next video. Happy shopping. Bye, guys.